lovely friends, this is Julia from Deutschland, and today I would love to start continue our preparation for Goethe exams, and we'll start with B1, which is the lowest level I would consider taking this complicated exam. We've been through reading and we've been through listening. Now we are at writing part. So stay tuned and subscribe to my Deutschland, my YouTube channel, to get the best grade, the best points on this exam. I have my little notebook here with all the notes. I did have a student who passed Goethe B1 exam, and in the very beginning I told him that the most important part here is actually this cliche phrases, and you'll be using them all the time during the writing practice. So let's get going with the first out of 3 tasks. All in all, for writing part we have 60 minutes. Don't waste your time on drafts, right? So you remember we can only do like the plan, key phrases plan, but don't write the whole thing in the draft. The first one is private email. What does it mean? It means that you're going to write a short email to your friend, and since it's private, informal, you'll be using the do form. Don't use the in this context. In all writing and speaking tasks, the first thing the examiner thinks about is how you fulfill the communication task. What does it mean? It means that they would ask you to write about 3 points, right? And you would have to make sure that you are mentioning all these 3 points. The order is not that much of a difference, but you must make sure that everything is visible in the text. Work with all 3 questions they ask. Another thing that is extremely important in this task is the introduction, the suitable introduction and conclusion, as well as addressing that we discussed, the informal one and the farewell form. So that's all. I will attach the free document for you so you can have everything structured, all these useful phrases that you can learn just once and then use forever. They will all be in this PDF document. And keep it short. You can only write for about like 80 words, which is, I would say, approximately 10 sentences. And keep in mind that about, I would say, 4-5 of the sentences you can already have prepared before. Before we are going to take a look at the real example of writing for this task, I want to mention one thing that would definitely be useful here, the connectors. The connectors are all these words such as obwohl, damit, weil, nachdem, seitdem. All of these words, they help you to connect different sentences and also make you sound a bit more sophisticated. Alright, so our first task is going to be this personal email. And the task is to, also du hast Geburtstag gefeiert, deine Freundin konnte wegen Krankheit nicht kommen. Schreibe zu. Wie war die Feier? Welches Geschenk fandest du toll und warum? Warum, sehr wichtig. Und Vorschlag für einen Termin, für ein Treffen. And here is an example I wrote. Liebe Laura, ich hoffe, dir geht es inzwischen besser. Meine Geburtstagfeier war wirklich schön. Wir haben lecker gegessen und viel gelacht. Nur du hast gefehlt. Besonders gefreut habe ich mich über ein Fotobuch von meiner Schwester. Right, so Fotobuch, Schwester. Es war sehr persönlich und liebevoll gestaltet. Ich würde mich freuen, wenn wir uns bald treffen könnten. Conjunctive, right, attention here. And also the preposition of treffen. Wie wäre es am Samstag zum Kaffee bei mir? Ich freue mich auf dich. Liebe Grüße, Julia. So, we see everything. How was the fire? So the Geburtstagfeier, wirklich schön. We see the Fotobuch bei Schwester, persönlich, liebevoll. And then freuen wir uns bald treffen könnten. Alles ist hier sehr, sehr kurz. So everything is here and everything is very short, around 80 words. So we pass this test. In the perfect world, the first task should take no more than 20 minutes, and we should spend more time doing the second task, which is express your opinion, pros and cons of a certain thing. Here we are going to have about 25 minutes to write a short paragraph. Again, only 80 words, not more. Very, very knapp, shortly, but concise and argumentative. Your arguments have to be strong. Very important, since we are just basically expressing our opinion, we don't have to worry about introduction, conclusion, all this addressing and so Grüßformel, we don't need that. Das brauchen wir nicht. You will have this paragraph of someone's opinion. Don't comment on that. Write your own thoughts. This is more important. Okay, this one is as the form by track.
right? Ich finde es schlimm, dass persönliche Treffen immer seltener werden. Freunde wohnen oft sehr weit auseinander und da ist man dann schon froh über das Internet. Aber Kontakte im Internet können doch persönliche Treffen nicht ersetzen. Right, so we see the problem here and we need to express our opinion and pros and cons. Meiner Meinung nach, right, from the point, the expression of the opinion, the phrase, Klischee, ist das Internet eine große Hilfe, aber es hat auch Nachteile. Einerseits, right, the connector, ist es praktisch, weil man jederzeit mit Freunden schreiben oder telefonieren kann. Der Vorteil ist, right, quite straight to the point, dass man so Kontakte zu Menschen in anderen Ländern halten kann, right, so Kontakt halten. Andererseits ersetzt das keine echten Begegnungen, right, we cannot really replace it. Der Nachteil ist, dass man weniger echte Nähe spürt, right, so weniger echte Nähe spürt, obwohl, again, the connector, man ständig Nachrichten bekommt. Ich finde, dass persönliche Gespräche viel wichtiger sind. Right, again, the personal statement, ich finde. Ich bin davon überzeugt, dass man beides braucht, online und im echten Leben. Also ja, definitiv sehr gute Phrase, ich bin davon überzeugt.
And again, all these phrases to say, meiner Meinung nach, der Vorteil ist, der Nachteil ist, einerseits, andererseits, they're all going to be attached in the free PDF document. And if you love this document, you can actually consider getting the full version of my ebook for B1 and B2 learners. Topics on this level, whether it's B1 and B2, may vary, but it's usually the social, wissenschaftlich, scientific, or cultural things, something that is can be contradictory, right? So for example, the usage of internet or the Auslandssemester, so like a semester in the foreign country. This document, this PDF, the book that I have, gathers 30 topics, the most important, the most oftenly used on these B1 and B2 levels, with pros and cons, personal opinion. Again, you don't have to use that, it was just my personal opinion, but you can kind of stick to it. And all the, the language is quite sophisticated, nice. It will guarantee you getting your writing the best degree or the points you want to have. I will attach the link to this document as well in the description to this video. And if you're enjoying this video, don't forget to support Julia with like and a nice comment. Okay, so the task number 3, we are at the end of the whole thing and it's going to take us about 15 minutes to do this task. This is just a short formal email to either reschedule your appointment with the doctor or with the teacher, or to cancel it due to some respectable reasons. So here you have to be formal, and I would say, as well as in the first letters, what I would suggest you doing is to actually get familiar with Konjunktiv 2, so those hypothetical sentences, right? Es wäre, ich hätte. Very, very useful, shows that you have already basically a B2-ish grammar level, great for your writing to be extremely polite. Especially that's what we need in the third task, right? Don't forget that here we are only writing about 40 words, which is 5-6 sentences, very short, very concise, very logical, with formal addressing, right? So, sehr geehrte Frau Müller, for example, and a formal Grußformelle, so
formal Entschuldigung and then reschedule. Du kannst nicht zum Termin bei Frau Müller kommen. Sehr geehrte Frau Müller, as we discussed, the most important here is to be formal. Leider kann ich am Donnerstag nicht kommen, weil as connector, right, changes the word order, einen wichtigen Arzttermin habe. Bitte entschuldigen Sie, formal phrase, dass ich absagen muss. Ich hoffe, wir können einen neuen Termin finden. Pretty simple, could be even more sophisticated, but still, does the job. Mit freundlichen Grüßen, very important, Julia. Right, so this would be the number 3 task.
Alright, my friends, let me know if you like this format of videos, if it's useful for you, helpful. I will be looking forward to seeing you in the next chapter, and I think if everything goes well, I'll try to record the same type of video for the B2 writing part, right? It's going to be a little bit more different and challenging, but also more interesting. So stay tuned for more and get ready for Goethe exam with me. Tschüss!